having a safe space is important, is necessary, all right? You don't want to be constantly confronted by ideas and challenges outside of your hero system. It's wearing. So there should be safe spaces with your friends, with your family, with your community. On the other hand, all right, we should not be demanding that schools become safe spaces, or newspapers or podcasts become safe spaces. We should have a choice to put ourselves different places. And if we subject ourselves to the challenges of outside opinions at school, all right, school is not a place for a safe space.
Values, or First Amendment values, they've betrayed us. They're going to be punished. I mean, that's safetyism, kind of writ large, and it's the insularity. We need to protect people from upsetting ideas, bad ideas. We need to draw lines so that we can maintain, our control.
So in 2018, I was living in Tannum Sands with my brother, and I learned about a triathlon, and I signed up, registered for the triathlon, and I didn't think I needed to train. One, I didn't own a bike, and two, I was getting a lot of exercise just recreationally, so I didn't think it was necessary to train. So I think the triathlon ended up being a 1 kilometer swim and a 40-kilometer bike ride, finished off with a 10-kilometer run. And by the time I got out of the ocean from the 1 kilometer swim, I was in last place. And I was in last place all through the 40-kilometer bike ride and then through the 10-kilometer run. And most of that time, there was an ambulance going on behind me. And I don't think I was a hero, right? I don't think I deserved adulatory news coverage, and nobody treated me as a hero for operating in last place. But there's all this adulation for some female in the marathoner who finishes last, and I don't get it. I mean, there are out-of-shape people who sneak into the Olympics and do absolute crap, like that Australian breakdancer, right? People who somehow rig the system and compete in the Olympics where they don't belong, right? I don't think we should be glorifying it. I didn't expect to be rendered a hero for running and biking in last place for hours during a triathlon. It's crazy the amount of adulation given to last place competitors. I think it comes out of a misguided feminine instinct to nurture the last place competitor. But I think men put much more of an emphasis on competence and not being a nuisance to everybody else, right? If you're going to be the last place competitor, you're usually going to be a nuisance for everyone else.